All right, man. We got two of the biggest stars in NBA history. We got the Slim Reaper, one of the best scorers in NBA history. I'm talking about Kevin Durant, and one of the most popular basketball players ever. Some say the greatest of all time. He is the NBA all-time leading scorer, LeBron James. But guess what? Both of them is gone. Both of them is gone fishing. And we're going to talk about it, and we're going to talk about the future of these superstars. And we got the absence of Trigger Man, and we had to postpone the finals for the vacant NBA Trivia Championship. But like Anita Baker said, man, we still going to give you guys the best that we got. So we basketball heavy today, and we're going to talk about it, ladies and gentlemen, right here on the Real to Sports podcast.
I can't accept the loss, I'm hard-headed. There's a little bit of madness to my method. Many falling off that fine line that I'm treading. I risk anything to be great, and I'm not letting nobody rob me of my victory. Number one, that's what I'm meant to be. When by any means, only thing that makes sense to me, I can make nice or make history. I got that dog in me, yeah, turn me up. Big energy, got the crowd going nuts. I got that dog in me, Annie up. I take on anyone, I don't need a one-on-one. I got that dog in me, yeah. I'm talking all bite, no bark. I could rip your squad apart. I got that dog in me, so what's up? Yeah. So what's up? I told her move over. Enough of that mediocre. I've been the man since cruising around in the stroller. I got ice in my veins like a cut in Minnesota. Why not show you how I'm built? Come a little closer. Ayy, lot of heart, been smart. Aura got a glow. We can restart, give head start, still get the same result. I'm about mine. Don't you get it confused? I'ma win again. Yeah, that's all that I do. I got that dog in me, yeah. Turn me up. Big energy, got the crowd going nuts. I got that dog in me, Annie up. I take on anyone, I don't need a one-on-one. I got that dog in me, yeah. I'm talking all bite, no bark. I could rip your squad up. I got that dog in me, so what's up?
All right, man. Thank you so much for being here with us, chilling out with us on this Saturday afternoon, wherever the 7 continents you are right now, man. We are the Real Sports Podcast, and this is your destination. Yes, it is. It is your destination for real analysis and opinions, anything and everything sports related, man. We are some of the realest 9-to-5 guys that you could possibly watch right here on YouTube, man. So we're going to bring you guys one hell of a show like we always do. Speaking of the guys, I got the pride of Philadelphia is in the building. He is the pride of Philadelphia. He is representing. Well, you got the Phillies today?
The Phillies today, man.
Phillies today. 6 down, Philly up.
Mm-hmm.
All right, 6 down, Phillies up, baby. All right, we'll still say representing the 3-time NBA champion, the Philadelphia 76ers. He is Philadelphia's favorite son. Philly G, stand up.
What's up, y'all? Listen, it's all good. We got to make some off-season moves, man. Big cap space coming up, too. So.
And get Joel some help.
Yes. And stop trying to trade him. Like,
get him some help, bro.
At-home managers talking about some trade and B. You crazy.
Tobias Harris got to go. Get.
Tobias is out of there.
Tobias out. Get out of here. Tobias out. Oh, man. Representing the C's. Representing the C's, man. 17-time NBA champion. I'm talking about the best team in the Eastern Conference. Just smashed the Miami Heat. Representing the Boston Celtics. It is Rockstar Rock in the building.
Tomas Cinco de Mayo. So everybody make sure y'all have a safe. Drive safely. Drink responsibly, people. Real to sports.
Word. Boy, the Modelo's gonna be flying off the shelf.
Mm-hmm.
And we killing the Modelo's, boy. God damn. I got the OG. The OG's in the building. It's the legend himself. He also represented the 17-time. Oh boy, y'all down too. 17 times. He's still Laker man. I say Q's. We'll say Showtime Lakers. We put some spec on that. The 17-time NBA champion, the Los Angeles Lakers. He is the legendary Q-Dog. The dog.
What's going on, peoples? Yes, my Lakers took a terrible loss the other night. We'll talk about it. This as a total disrespect to this organization. So stay tuned, and I'm gonna rant on about my Lakers, baby.
Yeah, that's what I want to hear. I want to hear Q get it in, bro. That's what I'm talking about. I want to hear Q Dog get it in. Yes, so this is gonna be a hell of a show. All right, man. Oh man. So before we get started, man, we'll shout out to Young Mark. He had an emergency. You gotta go see his dad. Missed the episode, man. We wish you and your pops, man, prayers up to whatever's going on. Shout out to you, my brother. Shout out to you. Shout out to Trigger Man. Trigger. Shout out to you, Trigger Man. Couldn't make it today. Shout out to everybody. Drew to the game. GC. The Deuce. The MVP. The Deuce. Shout out to everybody. And shout out to all 2,376 subscribers that is watching the show around the world. Fellas, let's get the party started. Let's start this thing off with the Phoenix Suns getting swept. Oh, Lord. The Phoenix Suns, they went down 4-0 to the upstarting Minnesota Timberwolves. So let's just round this thing off and start this thing off with Philly G. First of all, what do you think of the series, Philly G? Phoenix versus Minnesota. Was this something that you was favoring Phoenix because of the experience, or what? Give me your thoughts on it.
I'm gonna be honest. Going into it, I like Ant-Man. I like Anthony Edwards.
Mm-hmm.
Did I expect the series to go that way? Hell no. I did expect the Phoenix Suns to put up a fight, though. You know, and in the games, it seemed like that they were going that way. Like, oh man, they took the lead, they got it. But man, it's just two words that describes this series, and that's Anthony Edwards. He just kept going off. He's dunking on people. He's making the right passes. You know, you got Cat out here doing his job, Rudy doing his job. You know, you got everybody working as a team. Minnesota's a threat, and I was telling my boys that they were like, Minnesota's a threat. I said, look at what they did to Phoenix. Y'all look at Phoenix like, you know, they didn't play well this year, or they say they didn't. You look at their roster, man. The big three that they got over there, what was it? Beal, Booker, and KD. They got destroyed.
They did.
You didn't just lose the series, you got swept.
They got swept, bro.
Crazy.
They got that means you got an ass whooping. So let me ask you this, Philly G.
Go ahead.
Should the Suns trade Kevin Durant?
No, I won't say pull the trigger on that yet.
Okay.
Now I wouldn't say go far into the season next year and then wait till playoffs to figure out what you're going to do after. I would say give it to the middle of next season and see how that goes from here. And then if it's not going well, trade him. Okay. And I wouldn't just say him either. Look at if you need to move on from Booker. Maybe that getting Beal wasn't it, you know. Maybe you might have to move somebody else, you know. So that's how I look at it.
Okay. Rockstar Rock. Phoenix, first of all, give me your outtake of Phoenix versus Minnesota. Was this something coming in? Did you think this is more like a lopsided because of the experience from Phoenix?
No, I didn't think it was going to be lopsided. I will say I did think that it was a mismatch as far as, you know, how the roster was constructed for both teams. Now, Phoenix got 3 victories in the regular season against Minnesota, so that gave people some hope for Phoenix going into the series, especially with the big three scores that they have. Right. But the one thing that they didn't have that Minnesota had was a guy that can keep those three shooters grounded. They didn't
Yes,
have
sir.
a big facilitator or somebody that can calm the rest of the guys down.
Right.
And, you know, like a lot of people want to say guys like Drew Holiday and Chris Paul and, you know, some of these guards that don't put up these gaudy stats like a Rajon Rondo and things of that nature.
That guy.
aren't they're not key pieces to a team, but they are. They might not do everything gaudy on the stat wise, but having them calm you down and pay small or close attention to details, you know, that would have came a long way for him. But at the end, you know, Anthony Edwards said, he lost last year in the playoffs, so he doesn't know what it's like to be on the brink of putting a team out. So that killer instinct, you know, within him,
Absolutely.
you know, it has came out, and he, you know what I'm saying, he took over that series when he needed to. That's the one thing that I like about some of these young guys that's coming into the league is it's like they know when to turn it on. You might get a guy that'll take over the game for the first half, but then in the second half, you get a guy like James Harden, take over the game in the first half, go missing in the second half. You get a guy like Kyrie Irving that might go off the whole entire game. It's certain guys that can give you that full 48 minutes of just straight going off on you.
Right.
And that was in that series, he picked and choose when he was going to go off.
Jesus, he
Always
did.
in the right
He did.
moment. It was in the right moments. Okay. Phoenix down by 5. Let me turn it on. Phoenix down by 13. 2 possessions go by, they down by 13 because of the impact he put on the game. So I do understand that he had a big part in them advancing because people thought Kevin Durant and Bradley Beal and those guys was going to just score them out the gym. But them dudes don't play defense. It was only one guy that was really trying to really guard him, and that was Devin Booker. He was cooking Kevin Durant. And I sat there and watched this guy cook Kevin Durant for like, and I think I texted Drew to the game as well when the game was going on. I was like, man, this dude just dropped 8 straight buckets on Kevin Durant like it was nothing. Came down 3, came down, go to the back rack to him, came down 3. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it was just like, I've never seen nobody since Jason Tatum do that. Honestly,
that's a fact. That's a fact.
Nobody go at Kevin Durant like that since Jason Tatum did it when he was in Brooklyn. When Kevin Durant was in Brooklyn. So Anthony Edwards, a shout out to him. You know, the dude, young bull, doing his thing.
Man, what you talking about? I'm gonna ask you this too, Rock. Should the Suns now trade Kevin Durant? Should they trade him?
I don't think they should trade Kevin Durant, but they should trade some of them others. Like, you know, I don't like to, you know, because these people's jobs and per se, but you know, in their business, getting traded isn't a bad thing. You getting pretty much like, how can we say in our field, a person just moved on up to another position at a different organization. That's pretty much the same thing. You took your ball, they took your office and they moved you to. We're gonna move you to our center office. Company. You know? That's what the trade world is in basketball. So, you know, a guy like Royce O'Neal, some of them key pieces, you know, like some of them guys on the bench, they gonna have to like clear that space and like reconstruct this team because as much as people wanted to hate on DeAndre Ayton, they could have used Ayton in this series.
That's what I said.
Used him in this series because it would have put pressure on Rudy Gobert. Rudy Gobert just had to stand in the paint and block shots. He had to stand in the paint for rebounds. He didn't have nobody on their offense. I mean, on their defense and that can really like Nurkic, I think, that played for them. He did a little bit, but DeAndre Ayton would have been able to block shots. He'd have been able to made the defense a little bit difficult for that Minnesota Timberwolves team. But hey, you know that they did what they had to do to try to get a big 3 in there, and to answer the other question about the super teams and whatnot, I still don't think it's an end to it. It's just you got to construct it a way where it's going to fit the stars around you. You can't just put shooters around shooters and don't have nobody that's going to play defense, because now you're asking your shooters to go on an island and get cooked.
That's a fact.
And that's not a place you want to be either.
No, you don't want to put them guys in a spot like that, bro, because we just see that.
It ain't gonna help your trading chances either.
Hell no. Hell no. It ain't gonna do it, bro.
Like 8 buckets, 8 minutes straight, man. You didn't do nothing. You didn't trade it this offseason, bro. You're done.
Yeah, bro. You get cooked for 8 minutes, bro. Just take me out, man. I'm done. I'm just having a bad game. So you're having a bad day. I sit down, bro. Nah, you ain't gonna score me no 8. No, I can't have it, bro. Stone Cold say, Judo, the dog. The dog, man. Come on, man. Give me some of that legendary status you got there, baby. Give me some of that, man. Phoenix versus Timberwolves. First of all, how do you feel about this series, man? Phoenix got swept, so how do you feel about that?
Well, to be honest with you, the playoff basketball, I love watching playoff basketball because it's supposed to be different from the regular season. Yeah. We got teams that come in here and you're fighting for one common goal to win the championship, and ain't but one championship, can't but one team get it. So, you have to have blood, sweat, and tears on the line. Mm-hmm. That's something I didn't see in Phoenix. If you have these 3 high-end superstars, and these the people that we cheer on year in and year out, and we title them as these big-time scorers and stuff like that, and we put them together like this and thinking that when they're going to be the team because of their ability to score and do things, and we put them together, this is a team that can manage and get to at least a title, a conference title. And for them to sit there with the talent that they have and not play with any urgency, any heart, take your game to another level. The way that Minnesota was coming at them, it seems like from the first game to the fourth game, I mean, you never seen anything in them that somebody's like going to be the Moses Malone. I'm going to put this team on my back and I'm going to carry y'all through this series. We these young guns or these guns is trying to handle us in a certain way. Nobody seemed to want to step up and take that role. They were just out there just playing. Yeah. And so Minnesota took advantage of it. They took advantage of it. They didn't have no heart. They seen they didn't have no heart. And so they came at them. And so when they came at them, they didn't see nobody fighting back with them. So that's why they was able to take the broom out and sweep them the way they sweep, because these guys ain't got no heart. It's just that simple. It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing for the fans. It's embarrassing for the team of Phoenix. I mean, the city of Phoenix, those fans that pay their hard-earned money to see a team get swept like this with superstars on this team. That's to be questioned. But on the same side as Minnesota, we are seeing a superstar that's on the rise before our very eyes. I don't know what this young man in Anthony Edwards, he has the kind of drive or the will to achieve that you cannot put other players on. He has a will that he will not be denied. The game 4, I actually seen that game was actually tight towards the fourth quarter. They was even triple teaming that man. They were double teaming. They'll slide another man over, and eventually he'll fade back. But I seen this man in the fourth quarter. It was holding him down until he got to the fourth quarter. He just went off, like he just outside fadeaway dunks. I mean, he just had a drive in him. It's just like he felt like he could not be stopped, and they couldn't stop him. Bradley Beal, he failed out. He fouled out. He fell out too, but he fouled out, and he ran to the bench because he was pissed off. Like, done everything I can. Like it's just frustrating to him. Like I've done everything I can to stop this man, and he is doing me in. Mm-hmm. And he went over to the bench, covered his head and everything because it's embarrassing. It's embarrassing to Booker. It's embarrassing Kevin Durant. Man, I mean, y'all to get swept like that didn't put up no fight against these guys.
None.
No, man. I mean, it's embarrassing for the NBA. It's embarrassing for our fans as we as NBA fans, to see superstars like this just woo us all year long, and then when you get in the playoffs, you disappear. I mean, is the moment too much for you? I mean, maybe it's not, but it's not too much for Anthony Edwards. That's why he wants to shine. When the lights is on, he wants to shine. So that's how I looked at this series. They was embarrassing to their own selves. They ought to look each other in the face and look at each other in the mirror and blame each other, because you let your own self down. Y'all let your own self down, man. It's just that simple. Not taking anything away from the Timberwolves, but they just stunk it out, man. That's all they did.
So, but let me ask you this, Q. Should the Phoenix Suns trade Kevin Durant?
Well, man, we seen Kevin Durant move around the NBA like a piece of checker on a checkerboard, and it seems like it just don't work. You know what I'm saying? For some kind of way. I've lost faith in Kevin Durant. I really don't want to hear no more about him. I'm ready to move on with these young guns. It just ain't working for him. I mean, that's just how I seen. It seemed like he's not a 1-2 punch for nobody. I just don't know what's going on with him. He seems like he's not the kind of person that wants to put the team on his shoulder and be a leader. He just wants to play. We don't need that from him. We need you to be a player. And so when it's time to step up in that role, he steps back. He's a backup man. Yeah. So that being said, that I figure you're not going to never get to no championship playing with the desire that your way you play. I mean, it's just like you've gotten paid. You got your championship from Golden State, a couple of whatever you want out there, and it just don't mount to you no more. You just don't have it in you. So moving him or keeping him, maybe you might be better off moving him. You're not going to do nothing with him. He just don't have that in him. He just don't have that leadership role, or that guy that he can put the team on the shoulder and carry him. That's how I look at Kevin Durant. With Booker, I see the same kind of thing. You just don't. He's not a killer. Sometimes you get something from him. Sometimes hot and cold type of player. Bradley Beal, I just think he just fit the team. So maybe they just need to do some more chess puzzle moving, stop trying to put all this offense together. And like Rock said, get some defensive players. We need to get some defense, get some role players, some to come in and play their role. If you're going to keep Kevin Durant, see if you can get somebody that's going to make a 1-2 punch with him. But they got a lot of answers to try to correct. But it's an embarrassment. I really don't believe in him. So you just they do what they want to do with him. I just don't believe him. I don't think he'll never go anywhere again. So until they get some players in there that make a complacent defense, have heart, just don't woo us all regular season long and then turn around and you get to the playoffs and then you just stink up the joint like y'all playing like y'all a bunch of high school squad. You know what I'm saying? I mean, there's no way. I mean, we got three NBA stars on this team, and y'all go out like that. It's an embarrassment.
Yeah, I agree.
They really had 2.5 NBA stars because
two and a half. I mean, I really 1.5. I really don't see Booker like that. Everybody is on this Booker train, but I don't see him doing Anthony Edwards. I don't see him lighting day in and day out. Sure. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we crowned him that. When Kobe told him to be legendary, he got the permission from one of the greatest. But after that, we didn't hear nothing from. We didn't really hear nothing from him.
Yeah,
He does shit.
he
Scored that little
disappeared
70 points against Boston.
He disappeared in
does.
the finals
He
that
does
year
do
against
that.
Giannis and them too. He disappeared.
So you know, I just really feel, you know, some of these guys, we got all these young guns coming up. You know, I mean, the hourglass is ticking on y'all fellas, man. I mean, you know, these young boys coming up, they're not playing, and they're not playing. They're tired of hearing about the old school guys.
Yeah.
And so they want their name out there.
Yeah.
It's like 12 stars sitting at home right now that usually we watching in the playoffs.
Steph Curry, LeBron, KD, Giannis, Damian Lillard, like these dudes.
I mean, you know, I mean,
Clippers. Carolina, California 4, and the Clippers.
Word.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I mean, but to me, it just the playoffs with these veterans. You know, I'm not saying all of them, but majority of them, they just don't have the heart to play an NBA playoff basketball. They just don't have it. You know, I mean, it should be a time when NBA playoffs, the 90s was the best time in NBA playoffs because you had killers on a lot of teams and they fought each other's blood, sweat, and tears to 7 games. And now we talking about these players that rules all regular season long. The prolific scores, and y'all get to the playoffs and just stink the first round out. Oh, you're gone. You're out of here. I mean, what's going on with y'all?
You don't show up in games when it matters.
That all these, like the Ja Morants, the Anthony Edwards, the Shy, the Jason Tatums, the young guns, that the Paolo Bancheros, Luka, Jalen Brunson, them guys is coming.
Yeah, they're coming. They're coming, bro.
I mean, they're supposed to come. I'm not knocking them, but they're supposed to. But we're talking about these these veterans that's been around for a minute. We got to let them know. Look, don't come up. No, we put the foot on your neck. You know what I'm saying? We the veterans here, baby. Y'all, but look. You got to sit down another year. You know what I'm saying? Your time, young fella. But nobody carried that with them. They just don't have playoff intensity type of talent with them. They got regular season talent. It's a difference now. People don't think there's a difference. It's a major difference.
You're right on that, kid.
It's a major difference one day, and you can see the difference. Yeah, you can see the difference.
Don't do that.
You can huge difference.
Yeah, man, and for you to be in a playoff game, I mean, you're supposed to give all your all and all. I don't care what it takes. You know what I'm saying? Everything that you can, because 82 games is a long season, and everybody, if you make it healthy through a 82 game series, a regular season, consider yourself blessed. And also that means that you can make it to the playoffs. So this off season is a long season, and the regular season is a long season. So with that in mind, why can't you play with that type of urgency? Who wants to go home? They don't think like that. Well, we lost. All right, we'll play next year. That's not guaranteed that you might be injury free next year.
Yeah,
that's true.
It's no guarantee.
Your team might make the playoff.
They don't want. You don't want to seize the moment.
Yeah.
You don't want to seize the moment. You don't taste it in your mouth. You don't smell that. You don't smell that Lombardi trophy. You don't smell that trophy come across your nose.
Yeah.
You don't smell it. You know what I'm saying? So, a thing about it that when, you might be friends before you get on the court, but after that, you know what I'm saying? We ain't friends now. I'm trying to get something that, you know what I'm saying? And friendship is in my way. I can't have that. Right. We'll be friends after the season. But they don't play like that, man. They just, I see it in their eyes and their charisma. And when they were playing the playoff, they were just playing. And Minnesota was steady driving the nail. And y'all wasn't doing anything to stop them. Y'all were just like, oh man, we just, all right, all right, they're the most dominant team in this series. We just gonna fall back. Fall back? For what?
A lot of
come on now.
Too, man. A lot of that get these coaches fired.
And they get these coaches fired. These are great coaches. Come on now. These coaches can't make these players have heart.
Yeah.
They can't make them have heart. They can just work with the talent they got, but they can work with the talent they got and assemble the team and try to put them in the best position to score, but the heart is different.
Yeah.
That heart is different. You know what I'm saying? The heart is in you to put yourself on levels that other players can't get to.
Yeah, that's true. Because Jake Hart, what's his name? Hart from that plays for
Josh Hart.
Knicks.
Yeah, Josh Hart, who from
Knicks.
the DMV area, went to lived in Silver Spring,
Yeah.
County. Yeah, brother didn't have a good game. He didn't have good games. But if y'all notice, that man had more rebounds. He had more rebounds than Joel Embiid in that playoff series.
And it's
in a couple of games, he had more. He had terrible. He had more rebounds, and then the offensive rebounds. Like, you gotta have it. Like, I know Tobias Harris didn't have any points, but bro, you could have affected it. He could have affected the game some other way. You play 29 minutes and you get in Ben Simmons.
I know Rock saw my post, bro. I know you saw my post.
Tobias Harris out.
He could have compared. He could have made an impact on the game, getting rebounds. He could have had a
29 minutes, 0 points.
It's just like the old school saying, only the strong will survive.
Yeah.
You got a lot of weak NBA players out here. They are weak. I mean, weak. And it's disgusting. It's disgusting. I'm only going to pick out, me, myself, personally, I'm only going to pick out a certain series that I'm going to watch where I know where I'm going to get good basketball. And that's tonight. That's tonight. That's how I know I'm going to get good basketball. Otherwise, I've seen other series that's been going on. I ain't been watching them. Be honest with you, because, I mean, for what? You got a lot of players out there that are punks and no hearts. I mean, it's just straight up, man. I mean, they don't care if they go home. I mean, some players, we get you for them to get to an Eastern Conference. We just want you to get to an Eastern Conference championship. Is that asking too much? Some of you star players? Lord have mercy, bro. It just,
I know who OG's talking to, too.
Who I'm talking to?
Well, let me close out. Let me close out the Phoenix and the Timberwolves.
We can't even get that far, bro. Like, we can't even get out the second round. We didn't even make it to the second round this year, bro.
You ain't got no heart.
Preach, OG, please.
You ain't got no heart.
God,
well, let's get
and on top of not having no heart, you don't care.
Yeah,
that's the biggest part. You do not care. I mean, to me, if I'm trying to get to an NBA championship and I get knocked out the playoffs in the first round or swept, bro, I don't want nobody to talk to me all season long. I don't want to talk to nobody.
Don't talk to me till the next season starts when I got
Haywood
in practice.
And you're gonna see a man on a mission.
Yeah.
Just like Adrian Peterson, just not to skip the subject, just like Adrian Peterson when he tore that ACL, he came back next year a madman. A madman, bro. Like, he was letting people know, I'm gonna be better. Like the Bionic Man, we can make him better than he was before. He made himself better. He was on a mission. They don't make him like that no more. These guys that pay all this money, they don't care. They don't care about the NBA champion. Oh, well, all right, we'll play next year. I'll get some more money. Worry about it.
So let me ask this question here, because you was talking about the performance of the big three, and Q was saying with no heart. So I go to Philly G on this. Is this sweep more of Anthony Edwards' dominance, or was it the big three collapsing?
Either one, I'm gonna be basically.
You can't go wrong.
You know, I can't. But it's like, I feel like, in this is how I'm feeling though with it. With whatever I say, I'm letting the other one off the hook. But I truly feel like
I accept that.
Yeah, I truly feel like though it was Anthony Edwards, man. Anthony came into the game, as OG had just said, a madman.
Madman.
He came into the game like a madman on a mission. I'm here to beat you. And at the end of the day, they destroyed you. As far as the big three, I'm not gonna sit up here and just blame it on them, but it looked bad. It looked bad, bro. It wasn't just one man out there. Like I said earlier, it was a team effort. But when you look at it, it was one man, and that was Anthony Edwards.
Fucking terrible.
It's crazy.
Ant-Man. What up, Alex? You send me an email. Loving the show, loving you fellas. What up? What up? What up?
What's up, man?
What up?
I really want to say it's both, but it's
both.
At the end of the day.
I mean, like I said, Philly G. I mean, hell, you can't really go wrong.
Answer with
There's no wrong way to eat a Reese's. There's no wrong way to eat a Reese's.
In all seriousness, though, guys, I say both. Like, there was a collapse, but Anthony Edwards just went off. He had a good series, a great series.
Ooh, I got a rant. I feel
they
a
couldn't
rant
stop
right in here. I feel a rant. But
I
go
can
ahead. Ooh, I feel a rant come in, boy.
The thing I liked about Anthony Edwards is that Kevin Durant was his childhood idol.
Mm-hmm.
He was his childhood idol. He's a man, he looked at him coming up. But when he got on that court, all that went out the window. He became the player, the trash talker. And you are in the way of something I want.
Yeah.
So when you play like that, Kevin Durant, well, I'm surprised that you knew this man idolized you. You knew this, but you should have put it to the point where you should have kept him idolizing you.
Damn right.
Yeah.
And you didn't. You didn't. You know what I'm saying? That man idolized you, and at the same time, he let you know that I want it better than you.
Right.
And so, but you don't have no problem with that. I kind of felt like, like Philly G said, you can go either way with what caused that series, and more of Kevin Edwards, or the fall of the big three, Anthony Edwards, or the fall of the big three. And so, I really feel it was more of Anthony Edwards was gonna do what he do, but they didn't never challenge him. They didn't give him no challenge. So that's why it looked like it was more Anthony Edwards. Maybe if they went to a game series, we could say that who was more clutcher or whatever, but because the way that he outshined them, it made it look like it was more him, but they just took a back seat. They just played like punks. They just straight up.
Yeah, punk step up to get beat down.
Step up.
That's it. Well, man, ask Rock, man, is this week more about Anthony Edwards' dominance, or was it more of the big three collapsing?
I would say both. Reason I say both is because some shape or fashion, you got we hold everybody, and I hold everybody in the NBA, NFL to the same accountability, because I don't know these people personally. So, and I'm human. We all make mistakes. So, but as far as when it comes to playoff time, I hold them to an exceptional accountability, because that's when they're really supposed to show us what makes them different from everybody else in the league. And they put them three guys together, and them guys felt like, that they could do things, win games, win big games. But at the same time, them dudes didn't look at the other spectrum of playing defense. They thought they was just going to be able to put points on people and score people out of the gym without playing defense. And Anthony Edwards showed all three of them guys, because he cooked all three of them. He didn't just cook one dude and then the other two went off. No, he gave them all three. He gave them all three something special. You know what I'm saying? 3-piece dinner with a nice biscuit on the side, and
they all got
2 sides if you want.
Word. Cook them up.
Yeah, so
cook them up.
I look at it like them three, they do got to do something better as far as defensively. Like Kevin Durant, he was playing the 4, playing out of position certain times. So, that's why he was getting cooked. But I do agree with what Q-Dog said. When Michael Jordan knew that Kobe Bryant was idolizing him, he kept Kobe at the level where you was gonna keep idolizing me until I felt it was time for you to not for you to idolize me no more. But Kobe, being who he was, he understood that, but he didn't stop coming at Jordan. And it showed when Jordan left the league. Kobe had that big game when Jordan played for the Wizards. Yeah. And this was Anthony Edwards' coming out party. Kevin Durant should have did exactly what Q Dog said, which was kept Anthony Edwards where he needed to be. Idolize him.
Send him home.
This league. 2 rings. I'm gonna keep you where you at. A fan. Idolize me. I'm not done yet. But and like you said, it's in some people and it's in others.
Yeah, I mean,
we all kind of knew that wasn't in this guy, man. It wasn't in him from the beginning. He's killer on the floor with his shooting ability and his shot making ability, but having that instinct where as though I'm not gonna let this dude outperform me. We didn't see that. We didn't see what he needs in order to outperform the next guy. He needed Steph Curry and Draymond Green wreaking havoc and Klay Thompson and them wreaking havoc for him to go off. When he was with Russ, he ain't like the role. You know what I'm saying? He don't like being the villain. He like being a good guy. But in the NBA, you got young bulls who don't care about being the villain. That's the one thing about this next generation. This next generation, they don't care about being bad guys. Exactly. They relish it like how the generations before. You always fuck. I mean, I'm a cuss because it's real sport. You always fuck with the villain back in the day. Any type of movie,
I'll pay for it.
You always F with the villain. Mess with the villain. Come on, Ric Flair made a killing off of being what? The villain. People wanted to be Ric Flair because he was the villain. So until he figured that out, that's when he gonna win another championship.
There you go.
Till he figures that out. LeBron figured it out, and you see what happened. He got 4 rings to his name. Mm-hmm. But that's the only thing about it with Kevin Durant is that he's got to find that villain.
Hell, another thing to piggyback about what you said, Rob, how can you, as Kevin Durant, see this young gun that idolize you and everything? How can you don't want to keep him at bay, but do realize that my time is coming? You know what I'm saying? Because this young gun, he's coming, but not today. I can't let him get it today, but I'm already in the playoff, and I'm an older cat, so I need to go ahead and grab mine now before this young bull come up, because he gonna keep coming. But I can't let him have it. I can't let him have it this year. So I got to give it all my all to keep him away this year. Now next year, I know he's gonna be stronger. You know, so I'll try again. But if I don't, at least I did keep him away this year. So what's there be expected when you place him again this year? Next year, he just gonna be stronger.
Yeah. And that's the difference between Kevin Durant and Steph Curry. Steph Curry knew in that finals run against Boston, these dudes ain't going nowhere. Tatum and Jaylen Brown, they ain't going nowhere. They like, what, 20, 25? They ain't going nowhere. We need this now. Klay, Draymond, we need this one now. And that's why they was able to beat Boston in the finals.
Yep. You got to realize it.
Here we go. Because here comes my rant.
Oh, boy.
Here comes my rant. Y'all on fire. So I feel like Alex, matter of fact, he said Q Dog is on fire. Yeah, he said Q Dog is on fire right now. But let me I love this situation here. Y'all hitting it on all cylinders. But Phoenix Suns need to break apart. Like Rock said, I'm gonna start with Rock because Rock hit a key point. That's the only way Kevin Durant can beat Kevin Durant with the Golden State Warriors. Yeah. I would send him back. I get him out of there. I send him back. The Phoenix Suns, part of the reason why they lost is like I said, I just hit Rock's point. I'm gonna hit Q Dog's point. No heart. Bradley Beal is not a killer. Kevin Durant is not a killer. Devin Booker, if I was Devin Booker, I'd be pissed off because Devin Booker out of the 3 is the only killer. Mm-hmm. The guy scored 49 points, bro. He scored 49 points.
Off, and
he still lost. Exactly.
Yeah, he had 50 in game 4.
You see what I'm saying? He's the one that scored. If I was Devin Booker, because that was Devin Booker's team before. It was before those guys came. That was Devin Booker's team.
Exactly.
So if I was Devin Booker, I'd be kind of pissed off. I'm like, wait a minute. You Kevin Durant, you supposed to be coming. You better than I am, and you supposed to be coming in here dominating. No, but that's not like you said. That's not
a former champion.
A
former champion.
And but that's not you, okay? And also, they shouldn't have never see. And I think Rock hit this too. I'm gonna go back to what Rock said. They shouldn't have got rid of DeAndre Ayton. See what I'm saying? You see how if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Because that Phoenix team, they brought them to the playoffs with Chris Paul. You shouldn't have got rid of Chris Paul. The reason Devin Booker is not a point guard. He's not. They don't have a point guard. Minnesota do. Mike Conley ain't got to do jack, but he can when he needs to be. Phoenix don't have a point guard.
Devin Booker, give it off to Ant-Man.
That's it. Devin Booker is a scorer. He's not a point guard. So I wouldn't have him bring down the ball. Chris Paul would have been perfect. I know Chris Paul is, 38, 39 years old. I know it, but he can still maintain the game. Chris Paul, are you kidding me? He still can do it. In Phoenix, he should stay in Phoenix. They should have kept DeAndre Ayton. They had no size. They got no size whatsoever.
Yeah.
The heart, DeAndre Ayton, who had heart, and Chris Paul, who had heart, is gone. Now look at Phoenix. Listen, this teaming up thing stuff is starting to go flatline, bro. It's starting to go flatline. And I know it's off topic, but I'm going to go with the 76ers. The same thing with the 76ers. You got Joel, but you have to build around Joel. Bringing James Harden didn't work.
Maxey.
James Harden didn't work. Jimmy Butler didn't work. It didn't work. Like, you keep bringing these stars over here thinking that the shit is going to happen, but it's not. It's not. It's not going to happen. You got to build players around. These GMs is not doing their homework, and they're not sitting around. They're not observing like, okay, who can really fit with this guy? Instead of, oh, this guy, he got a shoe deal. Oh, this guy, he was on NBA 2K, so let's bring him in because he scored 50 points. Fuck all that. I need somebody. You need a workhorse, bro. You need somebody that's going to eat. And that's why I said about Draymond Green in a couple of months ago. Draymond Green is a guy that you need on the team. Yeah, he's an asshole. Yeah, he does this and that, but it works for Golden State. It works. The New York Knicks had Charles Oakley, who took out the trash, and it worked for the New York Knicks. Role players is no more now, and that is the problem with the NBA. Like Q said, there's no heart. Nobody has heart no more. You know why? Because goddamn, if you sneeze on somebody, you get fined. You know what I mean? It's no toughness, no awareness, man. It's just. I just think that they need to just go ahead and dismantle it and leave Devin Booker and build around Devin Booker.
Yeah.
If you're going, Kevin Durant is he's the one that got to go. He the one that got to go.
Or what I said is Bradley Beal gonna have to be the one to buy in because he was the late comer. He the one that's got to buy in and be their facilitator.
They gave this man $50 million to do nothing.
Take less shots. I know he probably ain't gonna like it, but he gonna have to be the one to be the facilitator. If they don't get an additional guard in there.
It wasn't Kevin Durant. Bradley Beal's the biggest bust because it gave him $50 million, Q. They gave him $50 million and he averaged 17 points a game. Are you fucking kidding me? I'm giving you $50 million and you only scored 17 points per game? Come on, bro. Yeah, he was over there in Washington, but Washington didn't have nobody but him. Yeah. Washington was another team that didn't build around him. So now, he had to become a superstar. But is he a real superstar? Because now he went over to a contender like Phoenix, and now he's in a big game in the playoffs with a decent team, and he did not show up. Yeah. You see how the curtain got pulled away from him? Now we starting to see who is Bradley Beal. Now he's a great player, don't get me wrong, but he is not a dog. He is not a superstar.
Yeah, Bradley Beal's he's an NBA All-Star, not an NBA superstar.
He's an NBA All-Star.
He got to show us something.
I'm gonna leave it be
because I didn't like them getting him in the first place. I wasn't a big fan of it.
Yeah,
it's like
I seen it coming. I seen it. I'm like, yo, why would you get rid of Chris Paul? What the hell?
Yeah,
First of all, Money Williams, when he left, it took the air out of Phoenix because Money Williams gave them a breath of fresh air. Money Williams was the guy everybody liked. Everybody liked Monty Williams, bro. Look what he did with DeAndre Ayton. He turned him into a big man.
Yeah.
And they had that in-house situation.
That's it.
I think what you're saying is I think you're hitting on a point, Aaron. I really think that with this thing, they need a true point guard that can get people involved.
Yes.
You putting all these scores together, and they just can't. They just don't know how to a good point guard like Chris Paul. Can you put yourself in a certain position? He will get the ball where it belongs. You know what I'm saying? If you move like you're supposed to move, that's like that'll aggravate and frustrate a team that a good point guard like that, because he's setting up the offense. Like you say, they need to stop trying to put these mega teams together, getting the offense from another team, another team. They need to stop that.
Stop.
It's not working. It's not working. We need more stronger big men.
Yeah.
We need some more nastier big men. We're missing that in the NBA terrible. We're missing the terrible.
Yeah.
You know, we need somebody who can really challenge Jokic on a day-to-day basis. You know, big man can lay a body on him. You know what I'm saying?
Joel Embiid is the only guy. Joel Embiid is the only guy. He's the only
but
guy.
He ain't got it in him to do that.
He's not. He's got no help. He don't. He don't.
I don't think he ain't got it in him.
I'm gonna tell you why. Because Philly put so much responsibility on that guy. He does so much that he cannot even fulfill his center position. He can't do it because he had to score. He has to score.
They expect him to do 50. Everything.
Yeah.
They expect him to do everything. But that's why I said with a player, I didn't mean to cut you off, host.
No, you're right, yeah.
I expect a player like Maxey. You can go off for 40 points a night, and you've shown that. Why are you waiting for Embiid to start that trend? You know what I'm saying? Not to get off subject, but why are you waiting for Embiid to get his points every night? You got Nick. You got people like Tobias Harris that sit up here for 29 minutes and don't do jack crap.
That's what I'm saying.
I would have at least made one bucket with the physique that I got right now. Yeah. I can make at least one bucket in 29 minutes. But I'm just saying, like, you can't always depend on Embiid in that situation, or any player that's like Embiid. You can't do that. If you have shooters on your team that can get 40 points or more, everybody should be working together.
Absolutely. And that's why you got to build around people. That's why the goddamn Bucks are gone. I mean, that's why the Bucks are gone.
I just got one question. I got one question. I'm gonna leave it alone. And I'm kind of like want to ask y'all. Why do players, when they get in the playoff, don't play with a sense of urgency? Because if you lose, like I say, you got to go through another 82 game season. Yeah. And it's not guaranteed that you're going to make it through there injury free. That's a long time.
Right.
You know, and so why you at this point right now, why you here in the playoff, a lot of teams didn't make it. Now you're here. Why can't you play with a sense of urgency? Give all you got. Take your game to the next level. You were averaging 20. You would average 25, average 35. Now you're in the playoff. You average 10 rebounds, average 15. You average 4 assists, average 6. Take it to another notch. Because, man, once you're out, you got to go through that same process again to get back to the point where you was at. Who's to say you're going to make it? Where's the sense of urgency at? I don't see it.
You ain't going to see it.
It's just crazy. That what makes you frustrated as an NBA fan to watch the playoffs. Yeah. It frustrates me bad, man. It really does.
I'm gonna tell you something, Q. I'm fired up now, boy. All right, that's what I'm telling you something. Right now in the Eastern Conference, that's why I said Boston Celtics is gonna wipe the floor with them. Because let me tell you something about Boston. They want it. They play like they want it. Boston dude. They play like they want it. Milwaukee, what the hell? Giannis always hurt. Joel, he was hurt. He been hurt all year long.
And he was hurt, and he's dropping 39 points.
He's been hurt all year long. See, those guys are doing too much because of the pressure. It's too much pressure on them. It's too much. Boston Celtics is the team in the Eastern Conference that wants it, from the starting five to the bench players. They want it. That's the team that I know over there in the East that got the most heart, Q. Jason Tatum, he wants it.
Yeah, us in the Knicks. And
the Knicks.
I'm gonna be paying close attention to that Pacers-Knicks series, because
the Knicks are gonna fall. The Knicks are gonna fall.
Of course,
the Pacers look a little bit like Boston. I was watching when the Pacers was playing Milwaukee. The way Indiana is constructed, they kind of constructed how like Boston is. They got good shooters, good guard defensive. They got a good defensive guard. TJ McConnell comes off the bench like Peyton Pritchard come off the bench.
Miles Garrett.
They the same size guards.
Yeah,
you know, they got the defensive specialist and Neesmith, who played for us. Aaron Neesmith, he be on, you know, he a pester. So I've been watching both.
Good coaching on both sides too, though.
That's it.
Yeah, it is.
Good coaching on both sides.
Q,
good
coaching. They're asking your question though, Q.
Rick Carlisle. Rick Carlisle. Yeah.
Rick Carlisle.
Good coaching though.
Good coaching. Yeah. You got good coaching. You got to have good coaching. In history, Pat Riley, fucking Chuck Daly, goddamn Phil Jackson, Jerry Sloan. These guys was they pushed you, and they ain't give a shit. They pushed you because they wanted what they want. They wanted. I don't even say they wanted perfection, but they wanted to win. They had to drive to win as well.
That's the only thing I got with Boston is our coach outside of Minnesota and OKC. We got one of the young coaches that hasn't, you know, the other coaches that's coaching right now, and they got finals coaching experience. Carlisle and coached in the NBA finals. Tom Thibodeau coached Boston in the finals with Doc Rivers. You know, Malone coaching for Denver. They took them to the finals. So that's the only thing I got issues with Boston is our young coach going to be able to outcoach them guys, you know, whoever come out of the West.
Right. You see, Brock, I know you modest as hell. And see, that's why Q said why don't have the heart. That's why I said Boston, because Boston changed coaches.
Yeah.
They changed Udoka to the guy they got now, and they still is fucking dominant. They went to the finals.
We was one win away from going back to the NBA finals.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. And they're doing that with a pesky Miami Heat team, an upcoming New York Knicks team, a very established Milwaukee Bucks team. That's what I'm saying. Boston wants it. Boston wants it, man. That is the team.
We've had 3 coaches.
Yeah. See,
but
I'm gonna leave it alone.
Damian Lillard, Milwaukee needed. They definitely did a bad on that trade with trying to pair Damian Lillard with Giannis.
It's not working.
No, there's too many basketball.
Too many basketball.
You need to go out. You need to go out there with
too many basketball.
Thank you.
Out there with Lakers or something.
We seen that shit in 2000 when Gary Payton and Karl Malone goes to the Lakers. For what?
They're too old.
You're ring chasing. You're ring chasing, and you're ring chasing to the point now you fail. And when you ring chase and when you fail at the same time, it kills some of your credibility. It kills it. True. Look at the Dallas Mavericks in 2011. Jason Terry and Jason Kidd and Dirk Nowitzki. Jason Terry was a household name. Jason Kidd was at the end of his career.
He was the New Jersey Legend.
Fuck. They had Sean Marion and they had role players.
Tyson Chandler.
Word. Yeah. They didn't have household name. You have to. These GMs are lazy, and they're gonna have to start bringing in some players that's gonna accommodate their superstars. Accommodate your superstar. They got to bring somebody in over with basketball minds instead of money. There you go. That's what I'm talking about. Stop selling merchandise and start selling something. Start selling your basketball IQ. Let's get some guys there.
Right.
You just can't buy a championship. You can't buy a championship.
Joel Embiid, he's the NBA MVP, but he has no fucking help. They tried to get him James Harden, and they tried Jimmy Butler. They tried those two, and it didn't work. Tyrese Maxey just came up. Tyrese Maxey was on the bench last year. Tyrese Maxey is a starter, and he's an all-star. But Tyrese Maxey is not that type of player. He's not ready yet.
And that's the problem.
Yeah.
What I was saying.
They put DiVincenzo on him, and he only had 17 points.
He's not ready. You see what I'm saying? He's not ready for the big stage.
You can't keep waiting for Embiid to get his. You gotta go and get yours first.
But listen, he's not ready for the big stage. But he was thrown in there because Philly refused to get help. They can get a coach.
Exactly.
They can get a coach, but they could not get him help.
Matter. Y'all want to get mad at Nick Nurse for what he's done? I mean, I wish that he could have just played Mo Bamba, but we didn't play Mo Bamba, and we played that bum ass Paul Reed. But what'd you say?
Go ahead. I'm talking to myself. Well, I get into it, boy. I love it. Bro, love it.
Nick Nurse, bro, he's a great coach, but the thing is that pissed me off. You didn't play Mo Bamba. You played Paul Reed. You still have Tobias out on the floor, which we don't know why. You waited to play Buddy Hield in the last game of the damn series, which could have been a forced game 7, but I don't know why you waited so long. But anyway, my point is, or what your point was, get him some help. Not even just Embiid. Get Maxey some help. Have him have somebody that he can pair with the point guard and shooting guard. And if you don't feel comfortable with him being a point guard, which I don't see why we would feel uncomfortable, move him back to shooting guard.
I agree with you. Go back to shooting guard. You gotta do something.
We need a power forward too, or a small forward and a power forward.
You need all kinds of help.
Yeah, the bench wasn't the problem though. They scored over 30 points. What did Tobias do?
Yeah. Need all type of help.
Sorry, we're going off subject, ladies and gentlemen, but no.
We're gonna leave Philly in the dirt.
Time for Philly season.
There you go. Hey, I don't know about that one, bro. Hey. I'll let you win.
21 wins. 21 wins, bro. We got more wins than y'all. It's one more win, but There
you go. There you go. We'll come back in October. He'll be apologizing.
You don't want to see us in October. You don't want to see us in October. But anyway.
We'll see. We'll see. Another team is the Los Angeles Lakers. Let's talk about this Lakers and Timberwolves. And boy, I know ladies and gentlemen, these guys are going to feast on this. All right, winning 47 games and surviving the SoFi play-in tournament. Who gives a crap about that? By most standards, qualifies as a solid season. Losing to the defending champions in the first round of the playoffs is certainly no shame. But these are the Lakers, and they have LeBron James, which means the rules are different. Whether realistic or not, their purpose was a championship or close enough. The inaugural in-season tournament wasn't the only banner they wanted to raise. I can't believe they're going on this. So there's a measure of belly aching today in Los Angeles, and more discomforting is the possibility that the Lakers' 2020 title will be the only one with LeBron. He'll turn 40 next season. Hard as it is believed, LeBron will regress soon enough. That's not including the assumption that next season will be spent with the Lakers. Prepare for an Armageddon season of free agent speculation. Can the Lakers salvage what's left of him? Or will there be a 45-ish win team that reaches the playoffs but does nothing special on his remaining watch? Here's what the Lakers should do. But I'm gonna ask this great podcast panel. I'm gonna ask this panel, and I want to start with the dog, because the dog is a long time Los Angeles Lakers fan. Drew to the game.
What's up, Drew?
Yes, sir. You already know, baby. We on the clock. We're on the clock. I'm gonna ask the long time Los Angeles Lakers fan, Q Dog, because I know Q got a little rant. and what he's going to go into, and he may be all over the place, but just keep up with him. Here we go. I'm going to ask you this, Q. With the Lakers losing to the Nuggets and what I just read, we got LeBron James is going to be 40 years old next season, right? He's going to be the oldest player in the league. He's the oldest player in the league now, but he's going to be really old now, 40. Okay. So what do you think the future holds for LeBron? Will he be a Laker next year? Or will this be his 21st and final year? What do you think?
Okay, to answer your question.
Yes, sir.
I'm not gonna go to a rant yet, but I'll just answer your question.
Okay. I'm gonna get you there.
Okay. I think he will. I think he will play next year. I think it will be his 21st season. This reason being, if they get rid of LeBron, I mean, you're really just giving up the whole team, because after that, then there's nobody.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, absolutely nobody, really. You got some players on there that's questionable that we thought was going to be on the come up, but they showed me that once they're not really ready for that limelight, that playoff intensity type of basketball. So to answer your question, I think he will, but they just got to find out a way to get some players in. The organization, they got work to do. They got to take the pressure. He cannot continue to carry a team like that. The age is not going to allow him. He needs somebody that's going to compliment him. He can compliment somebody. He needs to be the number 2. He needs to be the Robin. And so we need to get somebody in there that we can get that's going to be a scorer or a dominant player, and then LeBron play off of that person.
Yes.
He needs to switch the role. He tried, but it's not working without help.
It's not working. It's not working
without help. He didn't got too many. He didn't got too many. I don't care how many machines you get in or whatever, what you do to your body, whatever. Father Time is undefeated. It's coming for you. It's coming for you. You know what I'm saying? And kudos to him. Kudos for him for playing on the level that he's playing on. I mean, that's amazing. But I know, but somewhere down the line, his game going to disappear. It's just going to leave. I mean, it's going to happen. Yeah. So, but before that moment happened, I'd rather for somebody to come in and bring in a quality player that he can be the 2 to the number 1.
Ooh, I like that, dog. I like that. Philly G, do you think this is? You think LeBron? You think he'll be back next year? You think they're gonna get over 40 wins, or this is it? 21. That's it. This is his 21st season. It'll be 22 next season.
He's done.
He's done.
I think that he's done, man. Like OG just mentioned that his game, started to disappear or has started to disappear.
Okay.
I believe it because we all seen it. Like, man, he's not. I don't know what level they talking about, but you had somebody like Kobe drop 60 in his last game. Very true. Very true.
But that's 2 different dogs.
It definitely is. Not trying to take a shot at the greatest of all time. 4-time champion.
Mm-hmm.
But nah, dog, he done. You showed me what you could do in this series at the age that you are, and it's pedestrian, as I call it. It's very
I like that.
I said to my boy Chris when we were watching the game,
mm-hmm.
I said, "Yo, he gonna have one of them walkers with the the tennis balls on them."
Yeah.
They're the coolest people around. I said, "Yo, he's pedestrian, man. He done. He's out of there." Yeah. But no, on the real, I do respect LeBron, but man, it's over. You're old, man. Your time has passed. Like we were talking about the young guys earlier. It's their time now. And I think, honestly, and this might seem crazy, it's Austin Reeves' team.
Whoa!
Hell no.
Whoa!
Tell me you didn't just say that.
I know you didn't say that shit. Hell no.
You know what happens when you make a comment like that? Do you feel it, G?
He definitely took a back seat in the
You know
playoffs.
what happens?
I'm just
Do
saying.
you know what happens,
It's
Philly
time.
G, when you make a comment like that, bro? I don't think you understand, bro. Do you know what happens? Philly G,
You just made the list. You just made the
you just made the list, bro. Not really.
Hey, I'll be on that list, but that's how I feel about it.
No,
Like,
bro, not
LeBron's
Austin Reeves,
done,
bro.
man.
Hell no.
No. No, hell no.
Rockstar, let's see what Rock do. Rock, do you think Philly? Nah, that's a hot take, Philly G. Due to the game said.
Oh yeah. Philly G just said.
It's a hot take right there. But Rockstar Rock, do you think that LeBron James will come back for another year, or do you think that he's 21 and out? You muted.
Hey, host, you got the picture up here, LeBron on. You knows that?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Well, yeah, Rock. I can't hear you.
My bad.
No, you're all right. You're all right. So is this? Do you think he'll come back for another year, or do you think that's it for him? Because he's gonna make us wait. He's gonna make. That's what he do.
Well, first off, Philly G definitely didn't believe the comment he said out of his mouth when he said that LeBron. Well, two things. It's Austin Reeves' team. That's for one. He don't believe that comment. The second comment, he definitely don't believe that LeBron is quitting. He's not retiring this year. He does this every so often. He signed these 2-year contracts.
Yeah.
Get to the end of the season, talk to his family, be back next season. The only difference is I think they should trade Anthony Davis, though. If they're gonna reconstruct the team around Anthony Davis, around LeBron James, they need to trade Anthony Davis, Austin Reeves, and D'Angelo Russell for Donovan Mitchell and the forward, the tall center that they got that rebound and block shots. He didn't play last night. He was hurt last night. Not Mobley, the one with the bush.
Jesus.
Allen.
I know you're talking about.
Jared Allen.
Allen.
Jared Allen. Yeah, I think that's crazy because it was a Jared Allen in the NFL. I should have known that. Played for Minnesota. Q-Dog, Minnesota Vikings.
He was a beast. Jared Allen was a beast.
And when he was on the
he used to do that shit. Yeah, he used to do that shit right here.
They wrote the cat.
Yeah, so he put that hit on Cam Newton, boy. Cam Newton was like, you hit me too hard. But anyway, go ahead.
But yeah, I think the Lakers should trade D'Angelo Russell, Austin Reeves, and Anthony Davis for Jared Allen and Donovan Mitchell. That way, they still get a shot blocking big and a big that can rebound.
I'm with it.
And put up a double here and there.
I'm with it.
And Donovan Mitchell takes place of that scoring that you would kind of get from he take place of the scoring that you would get from Anthony Davis, Austin Reeves, and D'Angelo Russell.
I'm with it.
He can defend guards. If you put Donovan Mitchell on Jamal Murray in the 7-game series, I'm watching that. I'm watching them two go at it because that's what LeBron need. When Jamal Murray was hitting them shots, he needed somebody like that was going to go back down and hit the same amount of shots, put the pressure on them because their offense was slowing down. He happened to keep giving the ball to Anthony Davis. That was slowing down their momentum. So, Anthony Davis got a lot of injury history. I mean, going with him, even though this year was his best year that he didn't play as far as games wise. Yeah. He played over 70 games this season, which is great for him.
True. Very true.
But as far as like the way I just look at it, like he the one that called out their coach. Man got fired. You know what I'm saying?
Going there.
Which I don't think should have been the right thing because now you're just going to bring in a coach that's just going to succumb to what LeBron and Anthony Davis want, which still ain't a winning culture.
Yeah.
Because when the Lakers, the thing about it with these teams is when LeBron and Anthony Davis, when LeBron decides to hang it up, what you think Anthony Davis is going to do? He gonna ask to be out of LA. He ain't gonna want to be there no more.
Right.
He gonna want to ask out. So the Los Angeles Lakers need to start thinking about two things: life after LeBron James, and what we're gonna do to make sure we able to be competitive while they still got him in uniform. And I think getting rid of Anthony Davis will bridge that gap, because eventually, if you keep paying Anthony Davis, they're gonna have to. I mean, if they keep him, they're gonna have to keep paying him. And you don't want to keep paying some injury-plagued star when your old star about to be he halfway out the door. That's not good business. It's you know what I'm saying? Having Donovan Mitchell, a guy that he know how it is to carry a team on his back, because he did it in Utah when nobody thought Utah Jazz was good enough to win games. He put them on his back, so he know what it's like. And he playing for Cleveland. Like, he the only reason Cleveland in the playoffs right now, outside of the collective that they put together. But
they lost last night, but he scored 50.
Yeah, but I'm just saying,
for the third time.
All his points came in the paint last night against the Magic.
He scored Cleveland's last 18.
So
he scored.
You can't tell me the Lakers don't need something like that on their squad. LeBron probably looking at that.
I'm with you on that.
Y'all better get this brother tomorrow. Y'all better get this brother whenever they season over. I don't want to hit none of that Rob Pelinka.
Yeah,
Donovan Mitchell. Because the Lakers is the only organization that I seen outside of Kansas City, the New England Patriots, the Miami Dolphins. They always get the players that they want. The Dolphins just got Odell Beckham. They don't need Odell Beckham, but they got him anyway.
True.
Take the pressure off of Tyreek Hill. Just a name that's out there. Oh shit, that's Odell. We got double him.
Yep, you're right.
That's the same thing the Lakers gonna do. They gonna get that name. That's gonna tell everybody, oh, we can't take them lightly next year. And Donovan Mitchell is gonna be that name that they're gonna get, or Trae Young. If they keep Anthony Davis, then I think they might trade D'Angelo Russell and Austin Reeves for Trae Young, and probably try to get a pick or something in the draft or future, however they do it. But that's the type of guard LeBron looking for. That's going to help him get his next ring. Somebody that, all right, it's the fourth quarter. I can play defense on Jokic. Young fella, go get them buckets for me. Because that's what Kyrie did for him.
That's true. And I agree with you on the Donovan Mitchell. That would be, I'm not a Laker fan, but that makes sense. That's a sensible trade. That's a very, very sensible trade, especially with a prestigious organization like the Lakers that's been known for winning. I think Rock hit it on the head with that. But Q, he kind of went to my next question, but I told you I was going to bring you back to it because I know where you want to get at.
Go ahead.
But I just want to ask you, and Rock made it. Like I said again, I think Rock hit a grand slam with it. But
he did.
What should the Lakers do in the offseason to build that team? Which he said Donovan Mitchell. But is it time for the Lakers to get rid of Anthony Davis? To you,
I'll tell you what. I got two words for that when I say Anthony Davis, man. Punk motherfucker. That's all the hell I'm gonna say right there on that. So let me pick it back off the things that Rock said. let me pick it back off the things that Rock said. You know what I'm saying? And everything that he was saying when we talk about moves, he kept saying. He kept saying. Punk motherfucker. Straight the hell up. I never seen nothing like it. I mean, I watched that game, and I think it was something like a screen or something. I think Porter came across, and I think his arm kind of swung back or something, and it kind of brushed his breastplate a little bit. Oh, that motherfucker was doing. Oh, I was sitting there, I said, what the hell? Hey, like this and shit. And then, and they say Anthony Davis hurt. And I say, they on the sideline massaging up in here and all this shit. I say, you punk motherfucker. You leaving LeBron out there hanging like that. And we need this damn game. LeBron did a layup. LeBron did a layup, almost twisted his ankle. They was about to send somebody in. He waved them off. And I said to myself,
oh shit.
And I said to myself, well, I mean, dude, what kind of center is you? I said, no. Hell to the no. Bruh, your ass escaped. And you looking for a way to get out of that fucking game. I know they can say you can never tell what's going on inside of a person, but man, that was some BS. That was some bullshit.
Yeah, it was.
Bullshit.
That was bullshit, yeah.
Yeah, you got what you wanted. You got up out of that game because you escaped. Jokic was doing your ass in all series long. You got that hot one. You got Murray drop that hot one in your mouth, and all this shit. You just gone. And so piggyback on what Rock said, yeah, that motherfucker got to go. You gotta get his ass up out of there. You gotta get him out of there. Got to go.
Got to go.
Yeah. So with making a trade, you got to give up an interesting package. And like Rock was saying, Reeves, he got paid. He fell back. I was disappointed in him. His game left for some reason. He got paid. And I'm looking at it like D'Angelo Russell just, oh, man, fuck it. Yeah. We package up all three of them any kind of way and get us a score in. And let LeBron be the 2 to the 1. What we can bring in so we can get that team in a competitive position to make a run next year and possibly into the playoffs. But we got to get rid of them. I like what's his name, Hachimura, whatever his name. I like him.
Hachimura. Yeah, I like
Hachimura. I like him.
Yeah.
I like him. Get us some more role players.
I like Vanderbilt too, but he was just hurt. But Vanderbilt was nice too.
Yeah, Vanderbilt is nice. He played defense.
Yeah.
And so that being said, man, I just Anthony Davis, man, bro. I mean, you got Wilt Chamberlain and Bill Russell rolling over in their grave, knowing that you punked out, bitched out like that. Yeah. That is pathetic. That's pathetic, man. That's pathetic for anybody that supports the Lakers organization since I've been since 1980. And you come in the Magic Johnsons and the Worthies and all that will play with no kind of heart to fake an injury. You fake that, bro. I don't care what nobody say. They come up with some type of injury report, they lie. Because there's no way. There's no way a point guard can reach back just with his wrist alone and brush your chest. And you it ain't like you collide and hit the floor. And I'm looking at it like, bro, what the hell? Oh, if you want out the game, just tell you go to the damn locker room.
There you go.
Do it expeditiously. Just leave.
Throw a chair on the court or something. Get ejected.
I mean, bro. I mean, we got to get him up out of there, bro.
Beverly did. Throw a basketball at a fan.
Yeah, do Pat Beverly. God damn, do something. But that right
now. Yeah, I mean, do something to get yourself up out of there. Bro, but come on now, bro. I mean, you left LeBron hanging. You left him hanging in that game, bro. And you're a disgrace. You're a disgrace for the Lakers organization. And you're too timid. You're too timid, bro. You're too weak. We got to get you up out of there. Let somebody else have it. We get Reeves up out of there too. He was just basically a one-hit wonder.
Reeves.
And then I ain't gonna talk about the other guard. I ain't talking about him. He's just pitiful. We gotta get him. We gotta package that deal. We gotta get a score in there. A score. They need to work on that, and they can do it. Like Rock said, when the Lakers pick up that phone, people listen.
Yeah, that's true.
And so and you got some people that want to come, always want to come and play for the Lakers organization, wear that Lakers jersey.
Always.
So we can get somebody in there. We just got to find somebody that willing to pull off that bet. We package them three up. Yeah, we package them three up. We can make some move, but he got to go, man. Yeah. I can't stand another year of him.
I agree with you, Q. It got to be. He can't know it. But
you're right, because when you got Jason Tatum getting undercut and then bouncing up and getting back to shoot the free throw, and you got Anthony Davis on the sideline getting massage and stuff like that, it does it does draw a question. Like Zion was mad he couldn't go back in the game in the
Word.
play-in. Like that's people saying, "Oh, was his injury real?" Y'all not understanding. The dude was upset.
He's
Right, he was upset.
to play.
He
Look
wasn't
at
mad.
look at Joel Embiid when he tweaked his left knee.
Yeah,
He hopping around and he still scored 42 points.
yeah,
On
that's
one
true.
leg.
And he out there with Bell palsy hooping.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Like, come on, bro.
There's certain things
You
I
know, you
understand. Put, like Shaq say, put some icy hat on it and he be out.
It's just, you know, it's not a lot of players. Not a lot of players out there.
God damn.
There's not a lot of players doing that anymore.
No, I ain't doing that because they got no heart.
So,
they got no heart,
none,
bro. They got
none.
no heart, bro. God
And I
damn.
say that from
Yeah,
from a non-athletic person.
yeah.
But you know, if I was, I'd be like Joel. I'd be like Zion. I'm going out here. I don't care. Well, your arm's broken. Put it back into place then. Let's get it going.
Pop that motherfucker back in place.
Exactly.
Let's go. Yeah,
Eddie
yeah.
George did that in the game. Come on.
Come
I
on,
can do
man.
it too. Push that
Hell
thing
yeah.
back in.
Ronnie Lott got his finger cut off and
Cut
went
off,
back
bro.
Right.
into the
He went
football
back.
game.
When
Like,
they won the Super Bowl.
You won a Super Bowl.
Dude, played the
Jack
game.
Young motherfucker around went back in there with a broken arm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, I dislocated
man.
my finger, bro. I dislocated my finger. That
Put
shit
it back
was,
into place. So
that shit looked like a zigzag. My knuckle, this knuckle was all the way down here, bro.
This pinky got dislocated.
You know what I'm saying?
He out
This
there,
right-
look,
this-
he
this
out there
finger right
playing
here.
like this. He out there playing like this.
My shit was so bad. My knuckle was this part. Wait, I can't even point. This part right here was down here, and I still played. We was in Marion Oaks, still. Bagat. I was Steph Curry.
Your shot must have been
Down the
ugly.
court.
on that.
You feel me? So yeah, it's here. We do this show. We tired as hell. We tired. We work 9 to 5, bro. We got families, kids, all that good stuff, life. But we come up in here, we try to give y'all a good show.
Yeah.
You gotta have that. It's the heart, man.
That's all we
heart
asking
of
from
a
Anthony
lion.
Davis.
That's
That's all,
it.
that is all we asking out of Anthony Davis.
He tried to put that Ben Simmons on us, bro.
Go out on your own shield, brother. Stop going out like
Yeah,
you
go out
and
like a bitch.
Young and the Restless.
You do have
Word,
cats
that's
like
what I'm
Ben Simmons,
saying.
you know what I'm saying?
You fucking
got
soap
cats
opera.
like Ben Simmons out here that don't want to.
Weakest shit I ever seen.
Yeah, bro.
You know,
That's got to be the weakest I ever seen. I swear that's got to be the weakest.
and I'm
It's
sure
terrible,
it is
man.
OG like that. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy.
You got
Terrible way to go out, bro.
Make it look
Terrible
crazy
way.
to where you be
You
like,
too big
oh
for
man,
that.
I might have hurt my shoulder. But nah, bro, that's
It's too
cap.
big for that. Too big for that. I'm gonna get out of here. We're gonna get out of here with this last one, man. This just a quick opinion from you guys, man, because you know the Lakers fired Darvin Ham behind this.
Yeah.
Good.
Was that a great decision? Was
He
that
looked
a great
lost.
decision? Huh? This is a free
He looked
fall.
lost.
He looked lost.
He looked lost. Have you ever seen his clipboard? He don't do nothing with it. He looked
Yeah.
so lost.
It's a good decision if they get Tyronn Lue. The Lakers somehow get Tyronn Lue to come across
It's
the
not
Ain't a
happening.
bad idea.
It's not
to
happening.
come
The Clippers
across
ain't
the
letting him go.
It wouldn't be a bad
But I
idea.
don't think he's
though.
gonna do it because the Clippers got a new stadium. That's something that he can kind of like build with
They
the
finna throw him a
Clippers.
bag too.
Yeah. Steve Ballmer is gonna give
They
him
finna
that
throw him a
money.
bag.
So,
They finna throw him a bag.
but I just think it was wrong because you showing all these other coaches. Oh, bro, you ain't giving us our full. Like, how many years didn't they sign Darvin Ham for? Like what? 4
2 years.
years? Wasn't he
No,
supposed to be their coach for 2 more
4 years. Yeah,
So
it's a buyout.
their organization not even giving a guy his
Not
full.
buyout.
They gave him 2 years of his contract.
Yeah.
They're just
2
coming
years.
off the Western Conference Finals, though. Like,
Thank you. You just coming out West
this
Coast.
dude, it ain't like they got swept last year and got swept this year.
This is true.
They got swept. They didn't even get swept. They
This
got a
is true.
game, and they was
I got to rant on
the
that.
team was
Just a quick one.
leading. Darvin Ham team was coached so well for 3/4 of 5 games this season against the
Oh my
Nuggets.
God.
That what else is he
Bad.
supposed to do in the fourth quarter? That's when your stars are supposed. Like, it's only so much a coach can do in the NBA. You can't like if you got star players on your team, how much coaching are you really doing in the NBA?
Not a whole lot.
Good point. And let me say this. Let me jump on a little 30-second rant here. That I so agree with Rock that this is just not funny. They shouldn't have got rid of the guy. It's not his fault. It's not his fault whatsoever. The coach's job, and I know coach is going to get hit. First of all, we know that in professional sports all over, that coach is going to get hit when the team is bad. But like Rock just said, they just went to the Western Conference Finals last year. And the play-in. They're a play-in team. They was at the bottom, and they went to the Western Conference Finals. They won this bullshit play-in tournament, whatever the hell, inaugural thing, whatever. They won that. Okay, cool.
Yeah,
They won that. That's what I'm saying with the Lakers, though. That pisses me off, and with people, is they throw the confetti when we winning. Oh, man. Oh, boy, we winning, boy. Yay. Hooray.
But then when
we
you're
losing, you're fired.
Oh, man.
Because the new coach that they bring in next season,
problem.
what if they get swept this season?
What if they get swept? It's going to be a domino effect of coaches.
Get put out in the play-in.
Right.
Who fault is it going to be then?
It's not their fault.
It's not that.
But is one reason that I believe that one reason why he's going is LeBron James. LeBron James runs that team, bro. It's the same thing he did with David Blatt.
Him and AD.
David Blatt was out of there. And then Tyronn Lue come in, and they win the NBA Finals. That's bullshit. David Blatt took them majority of the season. He was the head coach.
How many coaches LeBron been through?
See what I'm saying? LeBron James runs that team. And the next coach is going to have to be it's going to be ran through LeBron James. That when they sit down and GD Buss and all of them, they sit down in that conference room, LeBron James is going to be at that table and he's going to ask his questions and they're going to look for his approval. Guarantee it. I guarantee it, bro. But LeBron, see, that's what's going to tarnish. To me, that's why I don't like. Because you're just a player. You're a player. You have no say-so in that shit. It's whoever coach that come in. And when that coach come in, you as a professional, you deal with what that coach run that team. So you deal with what he got. If
and
he say run
up,
go ahead, Philly G.
I didn't mean to cut you off. Huh?
You all right? What I'm saying is, if the coach say run a high screen, if he say run a high screen, goddamn it, run a high screen, LeBron. No, I don't think so. No, I don't think we should. No, you kidding me? But go ahead, Philly G.
I agree with that, by the way. If I tell you to do something and I'm the coach, you do it. Or you could get benched. I don't care who you are.
Mark, what's up, Mark?
That's at the end of the day. But what up, best friend-in-law? Coaches are there to be blamed. I've said that before during the football season as well. You know, coaches are there to be blamed. You need somebody to blame at the end of the day when everything goes to shit. Who do they blame? Who's the first person to get fired? Usually it's not a player being removed until free agency opens or whatever.
True.
And
True.
It happens like this. The coaches get fired.
What's going on, Mark?
Oh, man.
But I just think that
it looks bad.
Lost this year. Yeah,
it
does look bad on the organization. And I'm not gonna sit here and not say that. But yeah, they did go to the Western Conference Finals last year, failed. Yeah. But this year, I just felt like Ham just looked lost. He looked
Coaches are doing, teams are doing it. Look what they did to Adrian Griffin with the Bucks. With the goddamn Bucks. The Bucks was winning. It wasn't like he was losing. He was winning. And now they bring in Doc Rivers.
And now they
lost. They lost. They bring in Doc Rivers and they lost.
They had a 16-game lead on the Knicks when they had Adrian Griffin.
And at the end of the day,
so fast.
You lost to the Pacers. I don't care if Giannis was there or was he there. It don't matter. You lost.
Tyrese Halliburton and them boys was going to work.
But a lot of that got to do with the players, though. Like Q Dog said, a lot of that got to do with the players. Like I can only coach. And I tell this to my wife when me and her be watching basketball sometimes, like I even tell her when she's watching the college game, women's game. I said it's only so much them coaches can do to get that player to get to the level that they need to be. The player has to get to that level on their own. You know, like, and if you know that by playing organized sports, it's only so much your coach gonna relate to you. You got to go out there and at least, like, if a play don't work, you got to switch and go on the fly. All right, the back screen didn't work. Oh, that dude open. I got to hit that dude instead of trying to force the back screen, try to force the play to work. Sometimes you just got to improvise like that.
Yeah, boy. My coach hear you, man. My coach Serber too, boy. He said, hey, use your mind.
Yeah.
If it don't work, use your mind. That's what he say. Use your mind.
And I just think, like, with LeBron-led teams, LeBron get guys that he try to get guys that are on the same basketball mind as him. That easily, if you think about the championships he won, the guys that was on that team, they ate, slept, and breathed playing basketball. That the year that they won it in the bubble, I know people say they get flack for winning it in the bubble, but honestly, that was probably the best environment for a team to win the NBA championship because they were so focused on what? Basketball. They had no media, they had no fans heckling them.
Absolutely.
They didn't have to travel nowhere. So your whole mentality was focused on, I gotta beat the brakes off of these opponents, yo.
Yeah, but you played Miami Heat. You played the Miami Heat that finals.
Yeah, that's how Miami got there. They had a culture from the beginning.
Oh.
You know, Jimmy Butler sleeping on the couch, hotels and stuff like that.
Yeah, exactly.
That crew that they had with Dwight Howard, JaVale McGee. They had guys out there that was like, all right, we ain't gonna let this happen to us. We ain't gonna get punked. And that's the difference with this Lakers team now.
There you go.
People looking at it like, oh man, Anthony Davis, he can't even play a full season.
That's true. Sissy 5. Go ahead, Q.
You know, think about sports and basketball, and we're talking about NFL. You know, we know at the end of each season, you know what I'm saying, coaches get fired. And they be the first one to get the guillotine, basically, you know. But to these owners that have these teams, I think, you know, every once in a time along, a Phil Jackson will come along, or a Bill Belichick will come along, someone who can lead a team to longevity, win multiple championships, and but with all the teams in the NBA and then with all the teams in the NFL, everybody can't have that. So we'll be playing musical chairs, thinking that we can get a coach that can be like so-and-so over here in the Eastern Conference or be a so-and-so in the Western Conference. And my thing is that Ham really didn't have nothing to work with. He was getting confused. He want, like Philly G said, he was looking confused. He got confused because, I mean, there's nothing he can plug in that are going to do something. Everybody else is falling back except LeBron. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's stepping up to the plate. So that being said, you know, you have to involve the coach in there, and which they should never fire involve the coach in and management. You don't know talent like these coaches. Ask in these meetings, like, you know, who can we get involved and what kind of player did you want, and you know, and keeping players like LeBron in the loop. And the reason why they do that, they're just like we do Justin Jefferson, because he's our superstar. He's our superstar. You know what I'm saying? We got to let him know when we was picking a quarterback, we got to let him know that this is the quarterback that's going to be throwing to you. We want to hear your input. You know, I know what you're saying, that it shouldn't matter. You just run your routes, and we're going to put the right quarterback in there. But nowadays, you know, these athletes are so talented that you got to make sure that they on the same mindset with certain players that you bring in. Mm-hmm. And so the coaching is kind of fading away a little bit. And you get these star players in here, and like Rock say, you get some of these teams in here that got these good caliber players. The coaches don't do much. They don't do much. They do something here and there because they got the kind of players that's going to do what they do. They might get down a little bit or whatever, but they're going to make a run in the third quarter or of the third period. They're going to make run because that's what they do. The talent is going to evolve. It's going to take over. We see it time and time again. So what I'm saying is this. The firing of the coaches, you know, it's just going to happen because that's just how the owners think. You know what I'm saying? But when they bring another coach in, they'll get another coach. You got coaches that want to come out to LA. They have no problem in that. But the thing is that certain players got to have certain coach. LeBron got to have a certain coach. You just can't throw anybody at him. Jordan had to have a certain coach. You just can't throw anybody at him. So that's the problem with and that's why they say they bring these guys in and have them in the board meeting with them when they're about to make these moves, because they don't want their star player feeling some type of way. They want them to still be on their best performance. That's what we headed to in these days. And so, but fine coaches, they can't do nothing about these players that don't have no heart. You look at back in the day, we're talking about Ewing, we're talking about the Knicks, and we're talking about Karl Malone and Jerry Sloan and Pat Riley, and all. They coached these teams. They had players that had heart. They didn't have to do but so much. They're going to get out there and they're going to put everything on the floor. They're going to do it. But all they had to do is just in special moments when things are tight. That's when you call the right plays. You know what I'm saying? To get them through. But far as them bringing out talent and making them play with heart, that's already there. That's already there. Mm-hmm. But now we got players now that just you get coaches. Their job is being harder now because you got players that come in that actually just want to get a contract, make some money, and just come to work because they got paid and they have to come to work. They don't have that heart. They don't have that drive to win a championship. They just don't have it. So it's hard to, with Reeves, he got paid, but look what happened. He fell back.
Yep.
He fell back. So it's kind of hard, really, man, for a coach to coach players that really don't have no heart, that really want to win, that really get hurt, you know what I'm saying? And you can see it in their face. They pissed off, they throwing towels, kicking over Gatorade and everything. Get out their way because they mad, man, because they can't get in the game.
Yeah.
You taking them away from a game that got a playoff implement that they could be going home.
Yep.
Who wants to go home and sit and wait during all season and go and have to come back through a regular season? Don't nobody want to do that, man. If you really have a championship heart, you got to have a championship heart.
Yeah, I ain't losing.
And that's what's getting frustrating with a lot of playoffs in the NBA. A lot of guys don't have championship heart. And we can tell who the championship heart, who have it, because it'll show. It'll show. It'll show. We can tell who won it the most.
I ain't losing.
So, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true right there. We can't.
Yeah, you take losing. You take losing to the point where all right, it's all right. Then then you want to swap jerseys. I don't believe in all that. No, I'm not swapping jerseys with my opponent. No, I'm not doing that, man. You just done me in, man. I don't want to see you. I want to see you to the next, and all season long, I'm thinking about nobody but you. Nobody but you. Till I see you again.
I ain't going no cookouts. I ain't going none of that.
No, you was on my mind heavy,
bro. I'm not going to Cancun.
Yeah, I might get a picture. I might get a picture of you. I might get 5 or 6 pictures. You put one in my bedroom, one in my bathroom, my hallway, in there. I want to see you constantly.
I ain't gonna see nothing. You gonna be blocked.
Because next time when I see you, I'm gonna beat you.
Yeah, it's on.
But don't nobody think like that no more.
Yeah, that's true.
They don't think like that no more.
When I see you again, I'm going to destroy you, and I'm gonna make you remember my name.
That's it.
That's it.
Muhammad Ali. Say my name.
It's a level of competency. I mean, Mike, I said this before on the show that Larry Bird used to get up 4 o'clock in the morning to go running, and Magic Johnson found out, and he said, "You know what? I'm gonna get up at 3 o'clock in the morning."
Yeah, and the thing that you said that when you talk about Larry Bird and Magic Johnson, when Magic Johnson retired in '92, Larry Bird played that 1 year. He said it wasn't the same.
It wasn't the same.
Basketball wasn't the same no more because he really didn't have nobody to think about to compete with. He didn't have no real competitor, so he lost interest in the game.
Yeah.
Because he didn't have nobody that he wanted to face in the playoff, a real competitor. Yeah. And once you stop thinking like that, then all you're doing is just playing basketball. That's all you're doing. And this shit, and that's not what it's about. You start basketball, you start playing sports to beat the opponent. That's what it's supposed to have been always about. And once you lose that, you lose a championship heart. And it's not worth playing no more. It's not.
That's why Jordan said 97. That's what fueled him, because the reason why he wanted to get Utah, because Malone got the MVP that year.
Yeah,
he said, "Oh yeah, y'all gave the MVP to Malone." Okay, coming right at his ass.
I think if Jordan wouldn't have went out for those 2 years, they would have won those 2 years too.
Yeah,
he was so dominant.
He'd have had 8. He'd have had 8 rings.
Easy.
Yeah, he would have.
Yeah, he would have had 8.
Yeah.
He'd have been Houston.
Right on that, OG. Yeah. You're right on that, OG. Come on.
I think Orlando Magic.
Anytime a player can go out for 2 years and come back and win multiple championships, you the man.
Yeah.
You the man, bro.
Had a good spot too. Otis Thorpe and Vernon Maxwell, but Clyde.
Otis Thorpe, Mad Max. You don't know nothing about that T-Rock. You don't know about that Mad Max.
I was like, what? That was 94, so I was
95. No, was it 95?
95.
Yeah, 94, 95 season when they swept Orlando. Yeah. I know about
Mad Max.
They beat the Knicks.
Billy G don't know nothing about that Mad Max, do it?
Yeah,
they don't know about that Mad Max.
I was born in 97 when Jordan got crossed up.
No. You don't know nothing.
You don't know nothing about Vernon Maxwell.
Oh yeah.
Look him up though. Look him up one day, Billy G. Look him up.
Them dudes used to lock dudes up, yo.
Yeah, bro. He straight up put them shackles on.
Well, let's get on out of here, fellas, man. It was good talking about the NBA playoffs, man. I'm glad that the intensity is up with the Minnesota Timberwolves. We got a good one today. Game 1, Denver Nuggets versus the Minnesota Timberwolves, and I am going to be tuned in tonight.
Timberwolves.
7 o'clock when the game come on?
Yes, sir. I am. This is.
And I'm gonna say this now.
Yes, sir.
Anthony Edwards dunks on Jokic tonight. It's coming. It's
I
coming.
I don't give a shit.
Man, that ain't nothing new. Jokic don't even get off the ground.
Right.
He's not shot blocking.
I want to see what he do for the full series.
Hey, if he dunk on Aaron Gordon, then okay, that's something.
Yeah.
Or Michael Porter or Jamal Murray or something like that.
Word. All 5 starters.
He dunk on his ass.
LeBron.
Get out of here. Got dunked on by Jamal Murray. Get out of here.
Yeah, man.
Damn, man. Well, that's our show for today, man. As always, we want to thank you for watching another episode of the Real Sports Talk Show. And at this rate, y'all know how I do, man. Y'all know how I do. I shouldn't have to fucking do it, but oh well. Hit that thumbs up, man. Hit that thumbs up. Hit that thumbs up for us, man. If you want to see one of the most entertaining podcasts on YouTube, man, and I'm talking about the Real Sports Podcast and these fellas right here, hit that subscribe button and turn on that bell for all notifications. You can follow us on all social media platforms, and you can check out our sports group on Facebook. It is called the Real Sports Group. Real Sports Group. All right, man. Rockstar Rock. Exactly.
I want to say, everybody have a blessed holiday. Once again, we know it's Cinco de Mayo, so please drive safely out there for all those people that are going to indulge and party this weekend. Drink responsibly and, take it one day at a time, people.
There you go. And leave the Modelo's alone. They're evil.
I'm a Corona man myself, though.
The Modelo's.
Try one tonight.
Oh, there you go.
I'm gonna try one tonight.
The Modelo's, boy.
I got 2 in the refrigerator now. 2 in the refrigerator.
Hey, look.
The Modelo's.
I'll be like this tonight.
Make sure you sit next to the bathroom because you will be pissing.
I'm gonna be like this tonight, big dog.
I'm trying to tell you, boy. Hey, but do that. Make sure you watch the Minnesota game tonight, though. Make sure you watch that.
Oh yeah, I'm be on that.
Yeah, I'm on that, boy.
Yeah.
I'm on
That's
that.
what I'm talking about. Them type playoff games I like. That's the basketball I like.
This game is going to set the standard. It's going to set the standard. It's going to set the whole series. Whoever wins, I can't wait for it, man. I can't wait for it. So here we go. And so, all right, ladies and gentlemen, we will have UFL news this coming from our very own Mr. Episode, Young Mark, next Thursday, 7 p.m., man. And we will be coming back next Saturday with more NFL and NBA news. On behalf of myself, I know who I am, and Rockstar Rock, the OG, and Philly G. Ladies and gentlemen, everybody around the world, please be safe. And when you are safe, make sure you stay safe. We're the Sports Podcast. We out.